Oh! Do you see how deep that's gone in? That is savage, that is. Oof. God almighty. Hey everybody, you're very welcome back to In Forest and Lands. I'm Joe Price. I'm practically standing in the neighbour's garden to see the Olsen. I don't even know if you'll hear her. I hope they don't shoot her. But I just got this package delivered to the cabin and it's from Adler Axes, and I just thought I'd follow this trend of unboxing videos. I want to say a big thank you to everybody who's jumped on and subscribed and supported us. The channel has grown a lot over the past kind of couple of months. And it's always super cool to see because you put these out hoping that they reach a good audience. But one request that I've had a lot of is unboxing videos, so I'm going to try and do a bit more of them. Normally I don't do unboxing videos because I have such a long testing period with myself and Edith's schedule. This is where we prepare all our wood and all our gardening equipment and stuff like that for around the cabin. And whenever I get equipment, I don't do unboxing videos because sometimes maybe I don't like the equipment. And I kind of say that, like, you know, if you got nothing good to say, don't say anything at all. Unless it's kind of like a fair kind of product recall type of criticism. But here's an unboxing, one of the first that we're doing on the channel, and it's Adler Axes. For those who haven't heard, Adler is a German axe company who've been around since 1919, but haven't really got that much public press on the social media sphere, if you will. They've been quite happy making axes down there since the factory was founded as a blacksmith. In fact, the cornerstone from the original blacksmithing shop is still there. And then it's been made and produced all the way up to now and is on its 4th generation of owners. Adler make amazing handmade tools. This is not sponsored. It is not an ad, comments ninjas. This is just me getting some cool. You can beep that one out if you need to, Ida. Just me getting some cool that I want to talk about and show you guys. So without further ado and without me waffling on, Adler Axes. I had opened this package recently, all caveat aside, literally just came out of the house to open it, and I just wanted to take all our sensitive information off in case the government comes and decides to steal the $4 that me and Ida have in our bank account. It's the truth. Come hack me if you want, boys. You know what I mean? But first out the gate, I can see here, and this I really, really love, but this is an axe maintenance kit. I'm always very interested in to see axe maintenance kit, but this comes with a lovely separated pouch and a heavy Cordura YKK zipper. I love it. I love it. So on this side, we have a puck. The puck is nice. Real nice. I can't tell what grit it is, but it's fairly coarse one side, fine on the other. But what I like about this puck is that it's ground down in the middle and it has a rubber ranger band, if you want to call it that, kind of the material around the outside of it. And it allows for a nice grip, a nice safe grip. And you can see I've got maybe 2.5, 3 mil before my hand is at the edge, and I can kind of grind away and do what I want to do. Most pucks, sadly, come out of Asia and places like that, and they're all kind of coming out of the same place with that hexagonal kind of cut on the side. So yes, you can grip up and the hexagonal will keep you away, but I find what people tend to do with that hexagonal cut pucks is that the handle just slowly, or the fingers will just slowly creep over. Yes, you may not cut your fingers off, but you're constantly having to reposition. Whereas the whole point with hand sharpening is consistency. And you can see now I can get a nice grip on this puck and just go and go and go. And I like that. I have to say I like that an awful lot. This will probably be my new puck now, I have to say. But we'll leave that puck on the stump. And what else do we have here? Yes. This is the Adler Axe Balm. Shout out to Matt Huff. Those who may not know Matt has worked with Hultafors in the States and brought Hultafors to America, a man who needs no introduction in the axe space behind it. But Matt now works with Adler, and that's how I met him. He also works with Heli Knives, and Adler came up with this balm themselves. Matt brought it over to me at ISPO for us to polish up the leather in the micarta for the Heli Knives at the show, and I could smell instantly that it was something different, and this is Adler's own creation. Ida, if you think you can jog all the way over here, Ida's got to get a bus to come say, hey, this is that far away. Smell that.
Oh, this smells so nice.
It is. It's gorgeous. Now here, look, it can smell nice, but does it do the job? Yes, it does. It was great to have it at the show. The emulsifiers in it and stuff like that are fantastic. It's spread it evenly on the wood. It's great for the leather. And I suppose skin is leather, if you want to get creepy about it. You know what I mean? So I wonder if I can get away with moisturizing myself with it. It actually smells that nice. It's really, really cool. There you go. You won't see many axemen get hung up on the smell of things. But I wanted this and the pouch because what I would add to this personally is I've broken files. For those who may not be aware, file will sharpen an axe. Rasps, or this is not a swear word, so you can choose to beep it out if you want. In the UK and Ireland, they're known as bastard files. Rasps in the rest of the world. Nicholson's being the best, but what you can do is you can get them and you can snap a bit of them off, or, you know, place a handle on it and snap a bit off. And I think I'll just keep a small rasp in here for taking chips out of my working axe edges. And this pocket here is big enough that I can put in 4 or 5 sheets of wet and dry sandpaper of different grits and go about the place. I like that. I like that a lot. I'll make a nice infield sharpening kit with that one. Now, launching paper all over the yard. We'll have kindling for days. Plastic. There's that sensitive information I was looking for. That can stay in there. Oof. 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 Lord. Now, Adler don't just make axes, they make gardening tools. And this is one of the ones that I wanted to get my hands on. One of the problems I have, being a 6'2" guy, and I don't know what that measurement is in communism. What is it in communism? Like 190 centimeters? Yeah, give or take. So 190 centimeters, give or take, but 6'2" in old school measurements. And unfortunately, I find gardening tools very hard to find that don't tear the back off myself. Ida and myself here have just over 1.5 acres of land, and we're slowly working up to where we can plant some stuff in the ground. And I don't fancy having slip discs come the end of that process. So when I seen that Adler done handmade gardening tools, I said, right, that'll fit nicely in with what I need to do. The hoe is maybe a great example to talk about the processes that Adler uses at the factory. One, they do this non-slip paint. It's almost like, I don't know the formula, it's almost like there's a sand or a texture added to the paint, which gives this beautiful grip. So no plastic, no over molding, no nothing like that. Absolutely gorgeous, and it gives it this unique feature. Most of the handles are either hickory or ash, and it usually says that on the tags, and then the heads are all hand forged. Eyed in nicely, solid. A hoe doesn't have to be razor sharp, it just has to have a good concave edge on it, and that it does. And I love the fact that this dips in here and dips out there. I think that's absolutely super cool. And the specs are on here at the end. And Sunny is 1,000 grams, which is a kilo, and 1.5 meters long in the handle, and is made of certified European ash wood. And then it has the colorations on it, and of course made in Germany by Adler. More paper, nice and secure. Okay, oof. How do we get into this Jenga? Cool. So next out is the smaller one. Myself and Ida split the jobs up around the cabin to kind of where our skills lie. I do a bit of maintenance on the home, I maintain the land, and I chop most of the wood along with Ida, but Ida kind of is the green-fingered lady of the two of us, quite literally, as she spends her time in the garden. So it's nice to be able to get these handmade tools for Ida for what she needs to do. This year we've had like a small little crop of parsley and little green things like that, and some dill that is genetically modified. We have this dill that like has taken over our house. It grew across the toaster. The David Goggins dill. Yeah, exactly. So we're really enjoying the process, and these tools are going to be taken out and used by Edith more than myself. I love the fact that this little hoe comes with that axe handle. You can see that they've kind of married the two of what they love together. And her name is Ivy. Ivy's specs are 1.5 pounds in weight, 700 grams, 17.7 inches in freedom, 450 millimeters in metric, forged C45 head, and European ash wood. You want to take her for a walk?
Yeah, thanks.
And then, while it is just slightly offside, I'll take out another gardening tool here. This is the little shovel. Again, I've always wanted a hand-forged, handmade shovel. Same specs. It's got the wood, the rubberized painting, this unique Adler kind of design that's going on. And then you have 300 grams in weight, which is nice. 280 mil in length. C45 steel, European ash. That's a beautiful tool. And again, I think that's the pride in building your own shed or your own cabin, or what you want to do is that you can start adding to these tools as you go. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. And this zombie killing monstrosity. Wedge. Perfect. Solid on. Straight grained. I'll give you the specs while I'm here, because I'll give you a pro tip at the end of this. 550 grams in weight, 450 millimeters in length, C45 head is to be expected, and ash wood. But this Edith might use in the garden, but this is the perfect zombie killing tool. Absolutely. For those who don't know, if you are kind of picking up a zombie killing weapon, you can tell straight away in the movies whether it's for artistic effect or not. When you see people use axes, crowbars and machetes, you wouldn't use them in a zombie apocalypse because what they tend to do is lodge in the zombie or lodge in the person that you're swinging them at. A fork like this is much more ideal because it's fast in and fast out. So we'll keep this up for the zombie apocalypse, I think. That's what we'll do.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And the last is the axes. Oof. And aren't they pretty? Aren't they pretty indeed? Whew.
Oh, God.
I don't know if you can hear that sound on camera, but usually you got to pay money. So while Ida walks back over towards the camera, checks if I'm still in focus because I'm after getting comfy and changing my position. Am I still in focus?
You have to stand up.
I got to straighten my back out. You see, this is the problem with backs and being tall. So when I was at the show in ISPO, I saw two particular axes that Adler made, besides their gardening tools, which are fantastic. I saw a splitting maul, but a different take on a splitting maul. And I also saw a Yankee pattern axe. And these are the ones that I reached out and said, hey, I would really like to take them for a spin. And also I'm a collector of axes. In the shed here to the left of me, I have most of my working axes, which I beat them like I owe them money. And then I got a collection of axes that I just like to collect personally, and I don't have a German handmade axe. I should, by all rights, for my collection, get a Rhineland pattern axe head that's handmade in Germany. But I'm also missing a good, solid Yankee pattern axe. And this here, is what I was chasing. It's a Yankee head or a Yankee pattern axe, and it falls into that kind of category where they should fall, where it's a 3.5 pound head and a 30-inch and some change handle. Perfect for someone of my height and or length. A little longer because it's a felling axe, but just about right. It's not my forest axe, so I'm not going to be backpacking with this. I'm going to be splitting wood here in the winter and in the summer, getting ready for that winter, so I need this extra length. But at 3.5 pound, she is beautiful. Head is coated from the factory to protect it. Beautiful leather sheath, riveted. Welt is absolutely gorgeous. Smells of that gorgeous Adler wax I was saying. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. I'll read you out the specs now. Yes, 3.5 pounds in weight, 800 mil overall length. The steel is C60. And the wood is original US hickory. So that's what I mean. Even though they've made a Yankee pattern, they could use European ash if they will, but they've decided to sort some US hickory. I'm going to put the axe in the stump here for a second. But now, so the freak of the bunch here is this one. This, as I'm sure you can see there's a splitting head on here, but it hasn't got that massive splitting maul handle that you would normally see on a splitting maul. And I thought to myself, I'd like to take that for a spin, just because it's so unusual and I've never tried this axe size before, but it's got an awful lot of weight to it still. I mean, it is 1.2 grams, which is 1,200 grams each, so that's 1.2 kilo. Yeah, oh yeah, because freedom isn't divisible by 10. 1.2 kilos, 500 millimeters in a handle and C45 steel. Again, US hickory with an amazing grain pattern, and it's in green or black. It has this texturized handle on the bottom of it because this is going to be a working axe. This isn't a collector's piece. This will be swinging into these stumps for the next 6 or 7 months. Beautiful double eyes in here to make sure that it ain't coming off. That gorgeous sheath. So there you go. As you can see, it has that classic splitting maul head with the wide jaws on it, and it also has this very unique overstrike collar, so you don't have to go wrapping it in paracord or leather. Yes, it's a bit industrial, a bit Berlin, but I love that about it. The fact that I can just pick this up off the shelf, take it out here into the yard and swing away. I shall be back.
Grab some wood.
Oh, wood will be grabbed. God damn it, that woman is always breaking my back. Oh, hey, baby, hey. How are you? You good? You good? All right. I will take the big boy for a spin first.
Been dying to do this.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I love those stamps. Jesus, that's fast. That is fast. Oh! Do you see how deep that's gone in? That is savage, that is. Oof. God almighty. Oh, that's how it should be.
This one maybe? No, this one.
I'll get you some birch.
I have one here.
Cool. Go for it. Fast, baby.
No, look. Jesus Christ. Okay, can I do one more?
Of course.
Just yeah, you don't need much power for this one. Like I'm literally doing nothing.
I know.
The axe is doing
It's pretty
everything.
slick. Can you kick that over to me, baby?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh. Right.
You have to try the small one too.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. This is going to be interesting. I've never swung something in this configuration before. All credit aside, like, you know, because we don't have any small rounds. So some seasoned birch, you know, that'll do. Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. It's fast enough.
Oh my god! That's cool!
That's pretty fast.
That's a cool axe.
Yeah, do you want to try?
Yeah, please try.
Yeah, this one has that and it has that check going on, so it's right there. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Again, fast. I'm thinking it'd be perfect for the car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As a nice car axe, because you can't put a big split maul. I just want to try to go through something a bit bigger here.
You went through so fast.
It's crazy, isn't it? Oh yeah. I love the overstrike collar too. Yeah. Maybe will she stand? Yeah. Not a bother. That looks pretty hateful. I'll try that. Yeah. It's no, but there you go, folks. Adler axes. We're impressed. That's the first spin of both of them. Absolutely gorgeous. And that's kind of what we would be processing in and around the homestead there. I have one more piece I want to chop. Ooh. Okay. Well, either way, folks, that's Adler axes. Absolutely beautiful, and that's just the first spin of it. I like to put them through, see how the wood holds up. There's obviously more gnarlier bits than this that we have to chop, but straight out of the packet, what an axe. What an absolute axe. They're fast, the head speed is unbelievably fast. This configuration here of this non-slip paint, wow, absolutely brilliant. And as you've seen, we've enjoyed it. And as always, if you've enjoyed this video, please consider helping our friends. Check out the links below and check us in the next one.